I have the honor to deliver the message from Dr. Arif Alvi, President of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. And I quote: This year, 27th October, marks the completion of 75 years of illegal occupation of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. We observe Kashmir Black Day to remember the sacrifices of our Kashmiri brothers and sisters in their just struggle for their right to self determination by condemning the ongoing atrocities of Indian occupation forces over the last 7.5 decades. This day, the entire Pakistani nation reaffirms its unwavering support to our Kashmiri brothers and sisters in their just struggle for freedom. Many generations of innocent Kashmiri men, women, and children have known nothing but Indian brutality, bloodshed, and torture. IOJK remains under Indian military siege, exacerbated by draconian curbs on fundamental freedoms of the people of the occupied territory. The situation has worsened considerably over the last 3 years with India's illegal and unilateral actions of 5th August 2019, which stripped Jammu and Kashmir of its special status under the Indian Constitution. These actions violate the United Nations Security Council resolutions, which stipulate that the final disposition of the state of Jammu and Kashmir would be made in accordance with the will of the people of Kashmir through a free and impartial plebiscite to be conducted under the auspices of the United Nations. Today, Jammu and Kashmir has been subjected to unprecedented restrictions on freedom of speech, fake encounters, quote unquote cordon and search operations, custodial torture and deaths, enforced disappearances, incarceration of senior Kashmiri leadership and young boys, use of pellet guns, especially targeting the Kashmiri youth, destruction and burning of houses to inflict collective punishment on the Kashmiris, and other methods of subjugation. Over 690 innocent Kashmiris have died in extrajudicial killings at the hands of Indian occupation forces since 5th August 2019. For the last 7 decades, the Jammu and Kashmir dispute has been a battle of hope against overwhelming odds, courage against fear, and sacrifice against tyranny. Our Kashmiri brothers and sisters have displayed exemplary courage and endurance, braving the worst form of persecution. We value the blood of thousands of Kashmiris who have sacrificed their lives for decades in the pursuit of freedom from India's illegal occupation. Kashmiri brothers and sisters will always find Pakistan voicing the cause of the Kashmir dispute at every available world forum. Pakistan, while demanding an immediate reversal of the Indian government's illegal and unilateral actions of 5th August 2019, also calls upon the international community to take practical steps to hold India accountable for its egregious human rights violations in IOJK and play its part in facilitating a peaceful and just resolution of the long-standing dispute of Jammu and Kashmir in accordance with the relevant UN Security Council resolutions and the wishes of the Kashmiri people. I end quote. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to have the honor to read the message from His Excellency Mohammad Shehbaz Sharif, Prime Minister of Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Today, with a heavy heart, we mark yet another Kashmir Black Day. On 27th October 1947, 75 years ago, India forcibly landed its troops in IIOJK and continues to forcibly and illegally occupy this territory ever since. To perpetuate its forcible occupation of the IIOJK, India has amassed more than 900,000 armed troops in the territory. Torture, illegal detentions, implication in fictitious cases, indiscriminate use of force under the impunity of draconian laws, and systemized campaign to rob the Kashmiris of their distinct cultural and religious identity mark the reality of India's brutal occupation of the occupied territory. The situation has further worsened since the India's illegal and unilateral revocation of the special status of IIOJK on 5th August 2019. Around 690 extrajudicial killings of innocent Kashmiris have taken place at the hands of Indian occupation forces in last 3 years. Hurriyat leaders have been detained illegally and placed under house arrest. India is also making reprehensible attempts at bringing about the demographic changes in IIOJK by issuing fake domiciles, changing property laws, gerrymandering electoral districts, creating new seats of Hindu dominated regions in the state legislature, and adding non Kashmiri residents to the electoral rolls. Despite all odds, the valiant Kashmiris continue to defy the Indian bayonets by rendering invaluable sacrifices and refusing to accept subjugation as their fate. History is witness to the fact that solemn commitments made by Government of India to the people of IIOJK, to Pakistan and to the international community to abide by and implement the relevant Security Council resolutions have been disowned by the occupying powers. History is also witness that India acted insincerely all along and completely reneged on the solemn commitments. The Jammu and Kashmir dispute has been on the UN's agenda for over 7.5 decades now. Pakistan has remained faithful to its commitments to the Kashmiris and has also consistently raised its voice on the continuing grave human rights violations in IIOJK. It has also consistently called upon the international community to assume its role and responsibility with regards to IIOJK, raising our voice against the ongoing Indian atrocities in the occupied territory and demanding an immediate reversal of the India's government illegal and unilateral actions of 5th August 2019.